But those are just like bumps and bruises and like raspberries. Sliding over that car, there was a little ridge,
yeah.
You know, so you have a big raspberry on your side, but it's nothing that's gonna stop you from doing it because you know it's the big gas. It's so much easier. It's so much doing hip hop. Like you should go try to take a class, and if you're not wearing baggy clothes, one, the movements don't look right.
Okay.
They look weird, and if you're wearing tight stuff, you're restricted. You need that room. You don't see martial artists in tight clothes. Like they have to have room to move and stuff. So definitely more acting. I mean, I'm not opposed to doing dance, but more than that, you kind of just want to change things up. You don't want to keep doing repetitive anything. I'm not opposed to do anything twice. But I think it would be better for me if I took it down the road a little bit. And then he gets totally thrown into this world that is so foreign to him that all these kids like are inspired and they're getting to do something that they love with their life. And then he totally falls in love with this girl, which makes him want something even more, to be something. Like we did about 3.5 weeks of training, almost 4, and then we started filming, and then we stared filming some of the dance scenes. Other than in the club or birthday parties, no, absolutely not. I mean, I've worked with little kids and stuff, but more of a wrangler than like a teacher or anything. I can't teach. I can't teach how dancing at all. You know, they have their work cut out. But Jamal was my personal choreographer as far as like for the hip hop street stuff, and it's weird. We even move alike. We move alike. We got the same personalities. My style, when like the little bit of dancing that I did do was a lot like his for some weird reason, and it was by accident. He was always going to be the choreographer before they found me, and it just like worked out. I don't know. It was like perfect. And I was not a good school kid whatsoever. If I knew that they had a school that you could go and dance and play music and act and do art and sculpt and paint, I would have been there in 4 seconds. Like it wouldn't even be a question. It wouldn't have been a question. I barely got through school as it was. So that would have been a blessing. And then he gets totally thrown into this world that is so foreign to him that all these kids like are inspired and they're getting to do something that they love with their life. And then he totally falls in love with this girl, which makes him want something even more, to be something. He did about 3.5 weeks of training, almost 4, and then we started filming, and then we started filming some of the dance scenes. Just to want something, and anything that you want, just go out and try it. It was hard. I never knew how to count music. I never did any kind of class whatsoever, and to take this on was it was a little nerve-wracking. You know, Jenna's been doing this since, I don't even remember when, like she was like 6 or something. And and everyone involved with the film has been so trained that it was a little intimidating, but you felt taken care of. You know, they knew we were never going to do anything that I wasn't ready for. You know, we always made sure I was like ultra prepared and ultra trained, and yeah.
And on to count and dance was like the hardest thing I have ever had to try to do. It's so not like chewing gum and walking. Like you have to truly hear the beats and be able to count, and I don't know, it was weird. I don't do things like that very well.
I don't know. I really have no idea. Like it's gonna be, I don't know. Everyone keeps telling me about it, and I don't know. I have no. All I want to do is just keep my head down and make sure I do another good film. I don't know. I just pray that this does well. That's really my first concern. I actually don't own a computer. I don't own a computer. No, it's kind of scary. I know. That's more scary than, I guess, me downloading how many downloads I've had or whatever, but I'm pretty archaic when it comes to that. I just got a sidekick the other day. Yes. We're still having a good time. It's kind of, we got to dance, we got to have fun, we got to fall in love. If you meet Anne, you won't even need to ask that question. She's a psychopath, but in the best kind of way. Like, I don't know how he shot a movie. I have no idea in all the roles of film that there's a movie there, because we messed around so much that it was kind of crazy. We should have had a blooper roll. She would come into the scene like and just start adding in dialogue like she was one of the characters, and we'd be like blah blah blah. We'd have to like keep going. It was unbelievable. Not as crazy. I did She's a Man, which I think I've met you in before, but he was crazy in his own right, but it was different kind of crazy. I actually really haven't been ever dancing I don't know, there was never a certain time where I started dancing. You know, I'd always just freestyled, but I've never taken a class before. Yeah, just kind of like, quinceañeros are like these like 16th Spanish birthday parties for like Spanish girls in Florida, and there's a ton of Spanish girls in Florida. So there's one every weekend, and it's always really funny to bring the white kid out and try to dance, and then eventually I just got good at it.